revolution. And Pi revolution, the community we want to push whatever Pi network cutting they do, make it reach the everyday people, those people where they leave behind for society. Okay? And these people, we want to educate them on the Pi opportunity. That's why they get the logo or the motto, reaching the unreached, banking the unbanked, including the excluded. So now we want to carry this Pi revolution information or Pi network information, reach people where e be like say their English no strong well, maybe they no go fit understand BB grammar. So we want to break it down and take it to the grassroots, to the everyday people. So the people where they organize this Pi revolution, I want to give them salute. I dey see my oga Woody, I dey see my oga Xavier, I dey see my oga Sogide, them, all the people where they behind, they pull strings for Pi revolution. I hail all of una. Thank you very much for all you do. So make we no waste too much time. We wan bring in our guest speaker. Our guest speaker na Mr. Emmanuel Ofejiro Albert. So two of us go relate, go put heads together there, so that go dey hear wetin he get to talk and how he wan carry this Pi matter reach grassroots, reach everyday people, and how Pi go fit benefit them. Mr. Albert, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, Sister Kindness, for the fine intro. I greet everybody for and welcome to the program.
Welcome, sir. So we dey happy to see you for the program, and we believe say we go better understand wetin Pi get to give to the everyday people. No
Yes,
be
so
so?
yes, that for
Good,
sure. That for sure.
good. So without wasting time, we will delve into the matter proper. I fit ask you, wetin be Pi? How you go fit explain wetin be Pi for ordinary person to understand?
Okay. Pi na we fit talk say in a local sense, we fit talk say pi na money, but in a digital form. Why we call am digital form na be say this money you no go fit touch am physically. E dey online. As far you get access to internet, you go fit use this money. Why we lacking Pi to money? Why this one people go dey ask now how Pi take be money? Now make we define money, for example. Wetin money really be? According to dictionary, money na anything when a group of people accept as means of exchange for goods and services, and na also a store of value. Example of money wey we know na fiat currency. Gold na that type of money, and the recent one wey with help of blockchain technology we fit create na cryptocurrency. And for the few years wey cryptocurrency don dey into existence, e don dey take over the world. So Pi na another cryptocurrency, which is digital money. The definition of money wey we get from here na be say, na make we take note, money na anything when a group of people accept as means of exchange. Make we use Nigeria for example. The federal government for Nigeria print a currency, a paper wey dem dey call naira, say na this thing we go use as means of exchange for Nigeria. And we believe in that paper, na make the paper come turn to money wey we dey use for means of exchange of goods and services. So as long as we believe in that paper wey the federal government bring come say na money, na make that paper get value. Imagine say as the federal government talk say this thing na money, we no go accept am, e for dey useless. So over time, we don dey see how the fiat currency in general dey lose its value. Like from 20 years back, they go pay somebody 10,000. The person go use am take do so many things. But today, 10,000 be like 1,000 because you don't lose the value well well. So now the reason behind why Satoshi Nakamoto create the first cryptocurrency with the help of the new technology, ogbonge technology wey they call blockchain. He create this currency for the everyday people. Why he create am for the everyday people now? Because the rich men, the people wey dey on top, that they use the means of this fiat currency, they extort the everyday people. You dey see say as the day dey goes on, dem dey rich more and more, and the poor dey become poorer more and more. E dey difficult for the everyday people to fit get their daily square meal. Dem dey suffer seriously. So dem need another means of income when you go give the everyday people at least a financial stability. Dat na the reason why the owner and the inventors of the first cryptocurrency Bitcoin create am. But along the line, dem make small mistake. And one of the mistake wey dem make, dem go list dis coin for exchanges. And another thing na be say when dem create the coin, dem no give am any use case, any better use case. So the currency just dey based on you buy the currency, you hold am. And another thing na hyping. People dey hype the coin, and other people dey buy am. So the more you dey buy the coin, the more the value dey rise. But over time, people come dey sell the coin as e don get better value, e come dey drop. The big men wey dey on top buy the coin in large quantity, e come create scarcity. Every currency dey follow the law of supply and demand. When the thing dey plenty, e no dey too dey get value. But when e dey scarce, when the demand for the thing dey plenty, the value dey high. So the big men still get to reach out to this cryptocurrency, come buy am as form of investment, come keep am in large quantity. So the few ones wey remain, everybody come dey struggle to get am. Na so the value come dey rise. So na that thing na Pi come to call create. Why we say Pi na money na because as the definition don talk say anything wey a group of people accept as means of exchange, na dem dey call money. The owner of Pi, Nicholas, and the core team, their in ten tion na to rewrite the mistakes wey the owner of Bitcoins dey make. When they create this currency, they want make the everyday people get a fraction of this currency, make dem dey gather am. Na make dem make am dey easy for everybody to fit mine am through their phone. Another thing wey dey because the thing dey confuse so many people. Mining na e just be like, for example, you dey search for gem. In those ancient time, how they take dey search for gem, you dey dig, you dey go into tunnels, dey go some rural areas, dey go dig for precious stone. But for this days, you fit mine. For this present day, mining na through computer. This for to get digital currency, you go need to mine the currency through digital computer. Na so they take mine Bitcoin.
Okay.
But for my case, they make am dey available for everyday people in the sense that you fit mine this coin with an Android phone. As long as you get an Android phone, you can mine this coin.
Okay. So you mean say this coin now wey you dey talk about, this Pi wey we dey talk about now, na money, the way wey we dey see our naira, na so we supposed to dey see Pi, no be so?
Yes, that's exactly the point.
Okay. So at least that one now person fit understand that now. So if they ask me wetin be Pi, I go fit tell person say Pi na money, the way wey you dey see your naira or your money for fiat, na so Pi be, abi? And also
Exactly.
I get from you now say Pi na im wan correct the problems or the mistakes wey Bitcoin, the person wey create Bitcoin make. So
Yeah.
because of the fact say you dey mine that one with computer, but this time around you go fit mine this one with phone. Thank you very much. So but now the next question wey I get for you be say wetin person fit gain as im dey mine this Pi wey you talk? As I dey mine Pi for my phone, so wetin I fit gain from?
Now, since we don't understand say Pi na money, all you need to do now to gather this money, wey they don't put for the everyday people, and for you to gather this money, you just need to download the app and they press a button for 24 hours every day. Now, there's more to this than the mining. Now, there are other ways where you fit gather the pie. And now wetin we dey look forward to after the KYC process don start. Now, when you dey offer your goods and services for pie, you go get pie for your goods and services. Dem dey
Okay.
dem dey give you additional bonus apart from the
Okay.
profit wey you make as you dey exchange your pie for your goods and services, because you go always make profit while doing business. Apart from that one,
Okay.
get an extra income as you dey use your app dey receive pie for your goods and services.
Okay. So this,
So
I notice say you get two benefits now. Okay, as you dey mine pie, they get bonus, which is money, abi. Now again, as you dey exchange pie for goods and services, if you dey sell something or you dey buy something, you also get to benefit. You gain more bonus or gain more pie, which is money. So my people now don dey hear am now, but I forget to even tell una say make everybody dey write im questions down so that if I finish asking him, I go fit entertain una own question, cos make una ask am, because I no fit remember every question wey I wan ask am this night. Okay? Thank you very much, Mr. Albert. So now, the topic wey you bin tell me say we wan talk about, say make we value our pie well well. Make we value our pie well well. Wetin you mean by that?
okay, when I say make we value our pie well well, because I talk this one because of wetin I see for me common sense say e go happen immediately after the enclosed minute start.
Mm,
Intelligent people, the big investors, dem know the kind project, the kind big project wey pie be. So unlike every other traditional crypto, once you create am, you go list am for exchange, then people go buy. Na be the traditional way of other cryptos before. But
okay.
dollars and a cotton come up with something very different, and e still dey shock many people, I believe, till now. Now, we wey believe in the project from day one, we don dey gather this pie small small, small small. Now,
Okay.
those other people wey believe in the pie, wey dem no gree mind because dem feel say na stress, or dem feel say wetin dem dey do dey important, dem no get time to dey follow the due process of mining. Dem dey wait so that the pie go enter exchange like every other traditional crypto, and dem go buy in large quantity. But
Okay.
wetin come up with dey different from wetin dem dey expect. Na be this enclosed minute wey we dey talk about, wey we don dey hear since. The enclosed minute go deprive those people, those big investors, when dem wan buy the pie in large quantity, from buying it. So the pioneers na go get enjoy the privilege of buying and selling within themselves for the ecosystem and even outside the ecosystem. So these people, I believe say since this system don dey, they go ready to offer their goods and services for pie, because they know how valuable pie dey.
Okay.
The reason why I say make we value our pie, because they go come to come pack our pie. And I believe say our country, Nigeria, get a reasonable value of pie altogether, because almost everybody, almost every youth for Nigeria dey mine pie, because they understand wetin pie dey all about, they understand crypto. So they go come to come pack our pie, that na for sure. They go bring their gadgets, their cards, their whatever, because they be productive company. Places like China, places like US, they go carry their things come to come buy our pie. Now, the question na be say, pie wey you don dey mine for so long, for years, yes, we fit say na for years, you go come sell am for a car, wey be say over time the value go reduce. And this cryptocurrency wey we dey call pi, wey be money, so the good thing about am na be say over time e dey add value, as long as people dey use am dey trade, which is
Mm,
the so-called dey create pi, e go dey add value. As long as goods and services dey, as long as we dey use am dey exchange goods and services, the value go dey high.
mm,
So instead of us to sell our pie at the early stage just to exchange am to fiat wey we know say over time the value dey reduce. E go good make we hold our pie. And another way wey we fit value our pie na be say Nicholas and the core team wey dey create dis pie, dem no get the power to give am a price. Na we the pioneer wey go through the struggle of mining, wey know wetin the mining dey all about, wey know say na belief, patience na e dey take mine pie. Some of the pioneers at the point they gave up, they leave mining, but they come back again. Like me, at a point I give up because e no easy to dey wake up every day to dey mine the pie. And I don lost so many phone for this pie matter, but immediately I get my phone back, I go continue to dey mine. I don refer so many, don receive so many insults, I don receive so many critics because I dey mine pie. So the journey of pie na struggle. So some people don gather for so many years. Imagine you come get to sell am off within 1 month. E no go make sense at all, because on a long run, that pie wey you sell, you go see how the value go don rise. So na the reason why we need to value our pie and give am a good price as a pioneer wey the core team and Nicholas don give us the privilege of giving this pie a reasonable value during this close minute. This one na power between the buyers and the sellers. So we need to value our pie for a reasonable price so that we no go quick sell am.
So when they talk about may we value our pie, may we hold am, maybe na im make cotton come introduce that thing wey they call lockup. Abi how you see
Exactly,
am?
exactly. The major reason be that because we know say so many people mine at the early stage, and the mining rate at then dey very high. You fit dey
Mm.
get, so imagine you mining for 24 hours, for 1 month, for 2 months. So people accumulate pie at the early stage of the program.
Okay.
Those most of the initially, in fact, for me, the person who introduced me to pie tell me all about the cashing out. Then once pie launch, we go exchange am for any exchange, the cash out. And na the knowledge wey I get until I can't get to read am. So many people get it because na the normal way of the traditional cryptocurrency wey we come in price, you sell off. But pie no follow that route. They get their own way wey they follow. They want make we use pie, make we dey sell as money, as means of exchange for goods and services. So for those people who get that huge amount of pie, I believe say they go wan sell off. Some people dey debt. You understand? They go wan settle up their debt. I know say na go make some people wan exchange out to money so that fit settle their debt. But the thing is, if we follow the roadmap of the core team, we can't really see pie as money. We can't adopt am to our business. We can't dey use am dey exchange our goods and services. The more people embrace am like this, the more the value go dey rise, and the more we no go need to take exchange am for fiat wey be say every day e dey lose its value. You
Na
understand?
so.
For example, you wan buy goods to restock your shop, and you get a wholesaler wey e dey accept pie. Wetin be the essence of you going to exchanging it to fiat to get that goods wey e be say you fit pay direct to that wholesale company and e go
Na
restock
one
your
way
shop?
traffic now. No need to go and change again now.
Na the thing wey the core team wan help us to understand be that during this minute, if we help so many people to adopt this pie as means of exchange, we no go need an exchange to exchange our pie, because we know say worldwide generally money dey lose its value on a daily basis.
Hmm.
Even Nigeria, our country Nigeria na more of a consuming country than a productive country. Most of the things wey we get for this Nigeria, dem dey export, dem dey come, dem dey import, dem dey come. We no dey actually dey produce something wey we dey give out to the outside world. So most of the things wey we dey enjoy na import, dem dey import, dem dey come. Na make our money dey lose value. For us to get this thing, we go need to exchange our naira to those foreigners, and once we dey exchange, our money dey lose value. So if we adopt pie, we see am as the money wey e actually be, we come dey use am as means of exchange. The more we dey use am, the more the value dey rise. The more people dey get to adopt am, the more the value dey rise. Na our work,
Okay.
the core team and Nicholas himself don build the system already. Na our work to spread this knowledge to the everyday people, to the business people at large.
Okay. And that is what Pi
Okay.
Revolution is trying to do.
Good evening. Oh, please, I have a question. I mean, I can't raise my hand or something.
So that is what the Pi Revolution Group is trying to do, to educate people. And we are happy say you come here now to help us to also educate people as the case may be. I was listening to one, you are watching one YouTube where they talk say the people, as in these big companies, foreign companies, are now getting interested in pie and how they want to collect this pie by providing goods and services where we go use our pie go buy. And say e get one of my oga dem vindicated wey dey always hammer am say if you no take care, if you no dey careful, you go just carry your pie because you wan cash out. Abeg, what is the price of pie? What is the value? How much be pie? I wan sell my pie. I get DM plenty wey dey tell me say, madam, I want to sell my pie. I want to sell my pie. So we don dey learn am now say that pie wey you hold for hand there na money wey im be. But if you no dey careful, people wey value am go come use goods and services collect am from you. No be so?
Exactly. And
Alright. Now
the important thing about this pie wey we need to know na be say e no dey like fiat currency wey be say you go fit produce anytime. E get a limited supply. E get a
okay,
limited. So na the one wey we go fit mine before we get to that 100 million target, na be your own. Now,
okay,
say as time dey go, the more the mining rate dey decline, the more e dey reduce. So as for the early stage wey we don take adopt fighting now, na the stage wey we fit get for now be that only decide to accept am as exchanges for our goods and services. Other than that, the mining rate dey decrease. So the ones wey you don get now, you come spend am anyhow, you are not getting it back.
okay,
The funny thing about am, you no dey get am back, you don give out your pie. And the person wey get that pie, as long as e dey hold am, the more the value go dey rise. Imagine say you sell one pie for, let's say, okay, even if you high well, you sell am for 1 million today, for example. Then you now say that one pie wey you sell today don turn to 10 million.
Mr. Albert, your line don dey break. May you speak up.
You dey hear me?
E don clear now.
So where you hear me last, I continue from there.
Imagine say just
Okay.
just your last place.
Imagine say, for example, you sell your pie, one pie for 1 million, for example, today, and you go get to find out in, let's say, after 5 years, say that one pie wey you sell for 1 million, the value don increase to 5 million. Honestly, you go hate yourself. That na mistake wey some people
Go feel
Bitcoin.
bad.
You understand? Around 2010, we hear say somebody used 10,000 Bitcoin to buy pizza. Why today one Bitcoin is around 40 something thousand dollars for
Na
one.
so.
Somebody used 10,000 to buy Bitcoin. So now the same thing. This Pi and other cryptocurrency, now the same thing they be. It's just that the difference between the Pi and other cryptocurrency now be say Pi no go be pump and dump cryptocurrency where the value today go rise, tomorrow it go fall, because it dey pegged to goods and services. As long
Exactly.
as the life continues, na so people go dey exchange good, na so people go dey trade goods and services. Trading go always dey
Exactly.
as long as the life continues. So as long as Pi dey pegged to goods and services, na so the value of Pi go dey rise. Make we understand that na fact. As long as we dey trade with our Pi, we see Pi as money, na so the Pi value go dey rise. Now some people dey get the question say, if Pi value go rise well well, Why they cutting now for the everyday people? Yes, now still for the everyday people. Because the app where you take the mine your pie, it go always there for Play Store for free. And you can still mine your pie for free. You go still get that fraction of pie for free. And another way where you fit still get this pie, now when you dey use am, when you dey accept am as payment for your goods and services.
Okay.
So the common people go still get access to the pie, even if the value high.
All right. Thank you very much. Now that leads me to one other important question because as you mentioned, common people, so and remember our topic still has something for the common people. How is it now that pie fit create employment for these common people wey they talk about?
Thank you very much. So now that one be the basic question. Now every pioneer no spend money to get pie, but pie dey their account. Now one of the ways wey we fit use pie take create employment for ourselves. Now when, for example, we get a consensus price, after the KYC process, our transferable balance don enter our wallet. Now we can use this pie to buy goods and stock for shop if we get shop. If we no get shop, we fit register as vendors for this our online market for Nigeria instead of going to outside. Because if we go the outside country go register as vendors, these people wey dey buy goods and services dey sell off our pie to those outside companies. But we get online marketplaces for Nigeria here. Make we patronize them, make we register as vendors for those online shops. Now you can be a vendor without having any goods. You post something online. When a person like the thing and he wan buy the thing, he pay you in pie, you charge the person. Like you can go to any of the vendors, any of the shops where they accept pie, you can get that a gadget or whatever the person like, and put your own small percent inside and sell for the person. You don create employment for yourself, you don dey earn. Another way wey we fit take wey e fit take create employment for people, we get so many people wey e wan learn skill, and we get so
Okay.
many skill wey e dey interest people. Now as you don see pie as money, you can use your pie to pay a fellow pioneers, because we are over 30 million for the pie.
Mm-hmm.
And each of these people, they get goods or services wey dem go render for pie, and at the same time they get skill wey dem dey teach people. Now you can use the coin wey you get take pay somebody to teach you a skill, because na money e be. As long as we dey accept am, you can pay somebody to teach you a skill. So
Exactly. Now make I dey see picture of people where they say I be graphic designer, I dey accept pie, I be cattle seller, I dey accept pie, I dey do POP, I dey accept pie, I be electrical engineer, I dey accept pie. All those ones now fit decide to collect pie from pioneer and come teach them. Abi?
yeah, you can even learn tailoring for you can even learn tailoring using your pie to pay the person as a service. Now, if you get some people, that na why we need to dey educate people more. Now, it's still the good thing about the advantage of educating people about pie. Now, be say, if for example you get a skill wey you wan learn, even if the skill no the any of the pioneers no get am for Nigeria here, and you know of somebody wey get that skill when e never adopt pie, you fit go teach that person wetin pie be. With all these benefits wey pie get, I no go see any reasonable person wey e no go accept pie. You fit teach that
So,
person wetin pie be and why e need to accept am. Because the good thing
uh-huh.
about this project now be say e go bring traffic to any business when e accept am. That one dey certain. Because so many millions of pioneers, dey look for where dem go fit exchange their pie. And at this early stage, a few people na go accept am. So if that person join the one of the few people wey dey accept am, e go bring traffic to his business. That na for the person wey dey accept the pie. While you as the pioneer, when you educate this person about this pie, as e download the app, because you go need to download the app for you to get the wallet. So as you download the app, as you give her your referral link, you dey in more pie because your mining rate go increase. So while you dey learn the skill, dem dey pay you, dey get incentive for referring that person. So na two-way win.
Now, so now the reason I got this area. Interesting.
Long as as long as the referral bonus still continues, we can still educate more people about pie. Those people when e be say we wan buy something from and they never know about pie, you can educate them. Once they register, your earning rate don increase and you can still
Indeed.
purchase from these people.
Wow. Thank you so very much. I really enjoyed this discussion with you. In fact, we don't learn so many things now. We don't see say pie in our money. We don't see say we need to value our pie. We need to hold the pie tight before people will know understand the value go collect am from us. And the one way we want to hold our pie tight na to lock up. And we see say the cutting even don do automatic lock up for everybody. Come keep am for 90% for 3 years. Unless say the person come say I no wan do again, he come change am. So in dey instill in us the need to lock up, to hold our pie so that the remaining one wey remain, we go now use them to boost the ecosystem. We go use them to buy something to grow. And then we also, like you are telling me now, say you fit use and create employment by offering our services, maybe teaching people some a skill or something, and then collecting pie in return. Hmm. That's interesting.
Yeah,
So I did. Uh-huh.
another thing I like to add up now be say people when we finally get the total supply of pie, many people say the total supply too many. Now the reason why they create the lockup mechanism, you fit decide to lock up your pie. As you lock up am, you dey mine at a to the mine for that 24 hours. Now more just calculate am like this. Now 100 billion total supply of pie. Now imagine say we are around 80 million people population for the whole world in general. Imagine say out of this 80 million, 4 million people accept pie and they use am for means of exchange. The pie go still scarce, e no still dey enough.
So,
E no go still
so
dey enough. And the thing na be say some greedy people go like to wan get 1 million pie, 2 million pie, 300 million pie, and it's left for the unwise, the ones wey no see pie as anything, to sell off give these people. Now imagine say one person get 3 million pie, e don that 3 million don comot for the total supply of pie, which is the 80 million wey be not okay 65 million wey total for
uh-huh.
pioneer.
A billion, child. Okay.
Yes, 65 billion total supply of
Good.
pie wey. And
Mm-hmm.
as long as we get greedy people, they will always find way to deceive people so that they will sell their pie, and these people will get the large amount of pie. Now make we
So,
need to educate people about this whole pie matter so that they go value am. They go see am. This thing dey like our crude oil. E dey like gold. The
so.
more we hold am, the more we dey use am for our everyday transaction, the more the value go dey high. There's no limit to wetin pie go bring for us. We dey at the early stage. So we wey
Thank you
don get
so much.
amount of pie, make we hold am tight.
I agree with you completely. So my people, now don't they hear am from Mr. Albert's mouth. So I feel open floor small now, make some of us ask questions because you don't talk so many things where I grab this evening. So may I open floor? May anybody who want ask question may ask so that you can also respond. Okay, we have Mr. Olaiwola Kazim. You can speak now, sir. Hello, Mr. Olaiwola, are you there? You can unmute yourself and speak, sir. Okay, we have
Can you hear me clearly now?
hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Oh yeah, fire
Hello?
down.
Can you guys hear me clearly?
We they hear you,
Okay.
Uncle. We they
The
hear
only
you. Oh
question where
yeah,
I want to
fire
ask is
down.
say, after
Mm.
KYC, can we switch after KYC, can we switch to Node?
Oga, this
Ah,
now my Pidgin section. Oh. So
you
everything
say
we
after
know.
KYC, say whether you fit do waiting.
Whether if you switch to Node,
Okay, after
Okay.
KYC, whether you fit switch to node.
If I feel okay, I understand your question. For the updated white paper,
Node.
they say during the enclosed minute, the node wey go dey active na from the core team. So not until the open minute na our individual node go dey active. So for now, from the enclosed minute, we no go fit run am.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much for that one. Okay, we have William. Please, you can unmute yourself now. May you talk.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, pigeon session, right? Oh, I want to ask question pigeon, right? Okay. Which I want to say, um, looking at the market cap, no, not the market cap, sorry, the total supply of the coin. I want to know. The speaker made mention of scarcity increase. When there is scarcity, the demand tends to rise, right? Or when the supply is little, the
Hello, are you still there?
demand will increase, then price will shoot up. That's basically how it works. But looking at the price and the total, sorry, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sorry, just the signal is bad. Okay, as I was saying, looking at the supply right now, 10 billion. What do you think? We like with that? How would that affect the price going up? Do you think that? Do you think it's a possibility that there'll be some of the coins will be burnt later in the future, or I just want to know what you think, Sha, because that supply is pretty high to make price increase anytime soon to very to increase how would I say exponentially or what? The price based on my experience with cryptocurrency, most coins with that large amount of supply, before they go increase, they will have to burn some of them, and stuff like that. So just I just want to I want you to tell me what you think about this that supply and how it will affect price in the future.
All right, thank you. You can mute yourself. Hey, Uncle Abat, oh yeah, fire down.
Okay. Now the total supply of the pie na 100 billion. Now out of that 100 billion, na 65 billion na be the pioneers own. Now out of that 65 billion, so na 30 billion in total na we don mine. Now out of that 30 billion, so we know say we get robot account, and we get some people get double account, and we get some people wey be say they create account and they don lost their phone, they no fit access am again. Now after the KYC, these people account, they go burn am. Now we fit end up having a total calculating supply na the one wey don dey available already, the one wey people don mine. So after the burn of these accounts, the one wey remain fit be 15 to 20 billion total calculating supply. Now out of this 20 billion, so they bring up a lockup mechanism. That means you fit lock up some percentage of your pie wey you don get. Now this lockup, I believe say everybody go do am because of the knowledge wey we don get about the cryptocurrency, wey we know say over time the value dey rise. Now imagine say everybody lock up 50% of their pie, which is, let's say we get billion in total now after the bomb, it go remain 10 billion. Now that 10 billion when it remains so, now go be the calculating supply. And remember say the referral program still continue. And this 30 million people, this 30 million pioneers who we don't get, now people will be say they adopt the pie without the pie getting its value. And you see the rate where these people take adopt pie. Now imagine say pie don't get value. The rate where more people go take adopt them go increase. So the more we dey mine, the more people they adopt them. And with that 10 billion when e go dey for calculating supply, the price go high. And as we dey mine dey go, the more the people dey accept am, the more the mining rate dey decrease. You
Thank you very
understand?
Mr.
Okay,
Williams.
Well,
can I speak? Sorry, I fit
Yes,
talk.
please.
Hello, I fit talk, Abi.
Don't they talk already now? You have fired down now.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, sorry, no worries. Okay, I was saying, okay, I get what you talk. I get what you talk. So in that way, we don't lose some of this price. Even when we lose both accounts and some accounts where they eventually lost. That one don't we don't reduce the total supply. But I don't know. I never really go through the roadmap myself because anytime I want to read them, I always get tired. It's too long. But I don't know if
You know
there's
what's
any
going to
if there
happen?
any
I
mechanism
want
there.
to.
You dey hear me?
Hello, Mr. Williams. As you just talk, say
Yeah.
you never read the roadmap like this, my belly begin pain me. So I no go allow you
I
continue.
don't.
You go back. No,
I
I no
mean,
agree. You go back. Now your
wait.
punishment. Be coming down first.
Okay.
Go back
Okay, wait.
and
Let us
read the
ask the
roadmap.
question.
You must read the roadmap because as he explain to you now, say
Okay.
they go burn some pie wey be say people wey get robot account get, pie wey be say people wey no fit pass KYC get. You don't understand what
Okay.
he mean by burning because you can't talk say you go they go lose that one. We no lose am.
No,
He go recycle.
I
He go
understand
go
what you mean by
back.
burning now.
No, you
I know
as you
what.
make mention of losing the pie, you know, go this total
No.
supply go reduce. You know, say we dey educate people wey know sabi big grammar. So if you never read roadmap, you are not qualified to ask question. Thank you.
Okay,
Au
man.
revoir.
No, thank you.
So we have Mr. Jayola. Please unmute yourself and talk.
Well done, good evening. Everyone,
You.
good evening. Hope you dey hear me.
Welcome. Oh yeah, talk.
Okay, everyone answer. First of all, I want to recommend your efforts, you and Abba, for this kind of movement that you guys are doing. I really appreciate your effort. Everyone answer that guy that on top this total supply that I was talking about 100 billion. People don't know how massive people will adopt this pie, and even I'm even thinking this 100 billion will not even be enough for every one of us, because by the time people will accept this coin, it will not be enough.
we dey, I beg.
um, you say
Now talk pie for Pidgin we dey, so English not
okay,
dey.
okay, so I've been not too good for me, but anyhow um so my brother, I don't think the 100 billion say it dey much like that, because even me, the way I dey see the way I dey see this pie, this 100 billion no go dey enough. And say people go lock their pie, and fake account will be discarded, and many other things. You understand? So now what I want tell am be that. Thank you.
You're welcome. We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
Cross, please talk.
All right. Good evening.
You're
I
welcome.
I just say, man, in fact, I'm impressed listening to the lecture of Mr. Albert. Brother, you're doing a very nice job. I won't lie to you. God bless.
The guy they try. In fact, I
Too
see my
much,
head
too
don't
much. The
swell
guy, the
finish.
guy, the guy, they scatter my dada. All right.
My head don't
My
swell.
question now is say this pie now. We still want. Let's say after the launch now, maybe when it don't come with a value, we still want use them for within ourselves in the ecosystem here. Now, I don't know if shops where go register, where go they under, where go they accept pie, they will have a community of their own where we say it go they register within them, or maybe recognized by the government. I don't know. Is there any preparation they like that? So for all the shops we go accept the pie during launch when we say the thing don't get value, where we will go they use them for goods and services. That's one. Then secondly, right now for Nigeria, our government no recognize cryptocurrency. They tag them as illegal stuff. All right. Now, Paraventure say this Pi movement don't start fully, and we need to do this exchange for goods and services. Definitely, the transfer method on how to transfer to that person's own Pi account and all that. What if maybe what the value of that Pi, something where you won't get with maybe your Pi, you know, they're up to the value. How do you break it? Is there how person can they simplify them like transferring not up to one Pi to somebody? Is it possible? I'm asking. And if peradventure it is not possible, and if you transfer and the balance, will there be something like paper money as your balance? I beg more. I don't know how I could take put this thing because this broken they really scatter my head. I don't know how to take balance am. But I believe so I don't make
Okay.
more sense from what you have talked. So I need answers.
Mr. Abba, so you understand the question?
Yes, the thing I be say this Pi currency na currency wey no need the third na transaction wey me and you do. Na only me and you witness wetin we do. So I don't see how government want to stop that kind of movement. If you come to my shop say I dey accept Pi, you transfer the value of wetin you wan buy to my account, to my wallet with Pi. How government want to know that say that kind of transaction happen? So that na one question wey you go ask yourself. So asking the question regarding the what if the whether we go fit transfer fractions of Pi, that one go determine by the price we will give am. And yes, we fit transfer fractions of Pi, just as they transfer fractions of other cryptocurrency. We fit transfer some fractions of Pi, depending on wetin we wan buy and the price when it gets. We fit transfer am. I hope
Okay.
this.
Yes, I
And
understand.
Cross,
But
you,
sorry.
you had one other question where we say talk about how they go incorporate whether they
Yes.
have
A body, more
places
like a
where they
body.
fit. Fine. That body, I know. I guess one body where they see here, we go talk about them. We could help us explain them later. Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, we have Chinyere. Please, if you unmute yourself, talk now.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Now, well done. I beg, I want. I'm only day
Chinere, your voice is
I
very
beg,
low.
give your voice, below, yeah.
Okay, una dey hear me now.
It's still low, shall.
Lift them, lift them, lift them.
I don't even lift am to the end. But una dey hear me now.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Una dey hear me now.
Yes, so you talk.
Okay, now good evening. I beg, today na my first time to join this whether na discussion class for this Bitcoin. So about 4 months ago or less than that, now I start to dey mind this Pi, and e get so many things wey I never even do for the thing. But this KYC something, I wan know if is when the thing go dey too late for person to do am, and if person never get this thing, the stuffs to take do the KYC, that is the ID card and anything that wey fit identify the person well. E go
Okay,
result in a
you mean how long where you go stay when then it go become late?
exactly.
There is this updated what thing they call am new updated white paper where they in front of your Pi app. As you open them, you don't read them.
No, I never read am.
Auntie, they form a hand.
Abeg.
I go encourage you, make you read them because every all these questions where you have now, yeah, the answer they there. But Mr. Abbott, if you just talk into that one small, make it happen because I seen talk say in they new to the system. No bonum small.
Abeg.
Mm.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Your voice don't enter one chance.
For this updated white paper, they say for the partner, the ecosystem law, you could get 6 months to do their KYC so that they no go hold people a referral bonus. And after the 6 months they not do am, that referral bonus go loss. Why for the ones when it come into the ecosystem late, they go wait for 1 month before they go start their KYC. So I believe say the 6 months go dey differ. I feel say e go dey differ in the sense that for the newcomers wey go wait for 1 month, after that 1 month wey dem go wait, na then their 6 months go start. But no any update about that after that 1 month from the white paper. So this one na just my opinion. But they say for those wey don dey for the platform for long, na 6 months na be the deadline for them to update their white paper. The newcomers
You mean
na
for them to do their KYC?
KYC, I mean. So why for the ones wey just dey come, they go wait after 1 month before they go do their KYC. How long it go take for them to do their KYC after that 1 month? Now we never know because they don't include that one join.
Thank you very much. Auntie, sure you do okay now?
Thank you so much.
All
But
right.
abeg,
Oh yeah, talk. Miss Chinyere,
hello, you dey hear me now?
you say I beg waiting.
Okay, we fit get the recorded this thing of this talk wey we dey discuss for this platform now.
We coming down. You go get them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma. Okay.
All right, we have Maisie Smart. Please, you can talk. Maisie Smart, are you there? Okay, we have
Now, good evening.
okay,
Can you hear
Mr.
me?
Maisie. Yes, good evening.
Good evening. I like the work una they do for this platform. I
Thank
dey
you, my
very,
brother.
very much happy. Eh? And I dey happy for this my brother where him voice dey like woman own, Mr. Albert. No be small thing.
Okay.
I beg my question be say now all about this KYC ID card. Now they are the channel my question go now.
Okay.
Una no vex for that one. I get international passport, valid one. But on how they go use verify this international passports, na me I dey think because they say they go snap am front and back. And this international passport now, na only front e get. So how they want take snap am front and back? Na be my question.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And another one, Hello.
Yes, I'm with you.
Another one they say this say first of all they say more you use and they buy something first. This pie now. And how it
Okay.
be now? They say now the pie birthday, which is it March or May myself where they talk. Where they say now in then go start, then go list time or for exchange and whatever. My downline now all of them they don't then they for my neck myself. They ask me too much questions. Say they want change and collect money. You get what you want thing what I tell them. I tell them say okay, when I want change, collect money, no problem. But make una do una KYC. If una do una KYC, before then God go give me money. I go buy all una pie, pay una money, store am for my wallet. Nobody go ask me question. In next 5 years, afamu ga-abụziri agwụ agwụ. My name go be money talk nonsense.
It's
Na
alright.
wetin I
So
tell them.
it's okay.
So
So your
abeg, make una help me for that question I ask.
all
Thank
right.
you.
So the question now, as your ID card no get back, so how you want do one? Because they talk front and back, abi?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
relax and wait for answer.
All right.
Mr. Abba, do you have anything to say?
Okay, the answer to that question I not get am because I never passed the KYC process.
Mm,
But all
thank you.
these things, they don't put them into consideration because now the Nigerian pioneers now go verify those KYC and them go tell the court team how our IDs dey for here. So I believe say all these problems will solve. So you no need to worry yourself about that. And I want to say something. It's better you educate your downline, make them understand what I dey all about. Now make when we send out the flyer, we say I add voice note, make una invite una anything where they not really understand what I dey all about. E go dey selfish on your part to buy their coin because after that 5 years wey you want to become odogu so dem go vex for you say you no enligh ten them say na so the thing go actually be. So it's better you educate them first, then if they decide to sell after you don educate them, then you know say e no be your fault again, you tell them wetin dem suppose hear and they decide not to.
Thank
Okay.
you.
But
Right.
then I teach them. In fact, every day I do give explanation concerning this part. I do teach them a lot. But some of them now, how country be and how condition will be now. All of them they need sharp, sharp money. So I just come as I break that thing for them, all of them now can't get sense, can't know say they will get patience. See ampa.
Okay.
Maybe
So
they no go
you
ask
don't
me.
solve that one be that now.
I don't solve am for them.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, we have two Baba. Please, you can talk.
Na good evening.
Welcome, my
Are you
brother.
hearing me?
Yes, we are
You're
all hearing
welcome.
you.
Yeah. I just want to talk to what that guy what he just talk now concerning international passport of people that he doesn't have back. The thing say when the KYC option is open, are you getting me? You hear me?
Yes.
Yes. When the KYC option is open, you can see it clear. Option for international passport different and option for normal ID card different. The option wey normal ID card go bring na that one go carry both front and back. But for the KY for the international passport, you go only snap the front page of that ID card plus your ID number. Na for that one. So na no dey snap the back for international passport. The only place wey your face dey appear and the information na for there to snap. Na im be for that one because I've done so many KYC like that. So when you choose international passport, na only snap the front page, you no go snap the back. That is for that. Then na e get issue wey don dey happen, question wey people don dey ask say okay say make we accept file like that. Say if I collect file for my goods, how I go take restore my goods back? Me I believe say with time everything go get shape. When when we see it, we go know say we go dey for everybody. But I don even talk. Nobody has ever talk this one before. Me don even talk say people no even get sense of say okay, if you know say you no fit get money to stop your goods back, why you no do am like this? 50% buy, 50% fiat, so that the remaining 50% go take am restore your goods back at all. With the time you say even that your price sef go dey, you go take am buy goods. Wey be say the goods wey you wan take buy collect, you go fit take buy am back. So if you know it's going to be difficult for you to collect 100% buy for your goods and services, why you no collect 50% buy and 50% fiat? Na wetin I bin wan talk be that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, we have Yakubu Mohammed. Please, if you talk now.
Good evening.
Welcome.
What I thank you for this program. Now do well. Right.
We thank you
Mr.
too.
Al, keep on come. Try this thing. Lot of us there, you know how things be here. This kind problem we get lot. So this one enlightenment. Honestly, I would follow small with you. So my own is say, I say make I encourage you. And secondly, I dey hear me so.
Yeah.
Would they try hear you? The online they break.
Okay. Secondly, this KYC where as dem talk and say na people from our country, Nigeria, go do am for us. How person go take know whether they don send make you do this thing? That is one. Or two, what if they send you to the money person wey get
I beg, Mr. Albert, did they hear Mr. Mohammed's question? Because I know they hear him from my end.
I only hear one part of the question. When you say how we go take know if they don't see KYC call. I don't know
Okay.
whether download the Pi
yes.
browser. Download that, Oga.
What thing I dey talk be say I say what if the person wey they send to do KYC for another person, how dem go take know say whether that person dey follow to do mine wey dem go give am KYC make you do for
Okay.
and
Okay.
another one, what if person get voters card, permanent voters card? That one okay. I think that only national passport.
Okay.
So make sure you are maybe next time for
Thank you very
permanent
much.
call.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I agree to you. So you say how those people go know the way where they want to do the KYC something, and then
Yes.
whether voters card is allowed or international passport. Thank you. We don't get your question.
So, how a question that we say how they go take know, which is the people who want validate their KYC.
Yes.
That one they part of the system programming.
I go talk to me. I feel say they go don't give them training where they need now. Court him no
Yes,
go
right.
just give anyhow person to verify
Exactly.
KYC. And if you read about that KYC verification, they explain how the thing won't happen. How these two people go do this one, another two people go do this one, another one put go do this one. So that one they don't explain how it will be. And to answer your second question, voters card for now no they allowed. Now your national ID card, driver's license, or name slip or international passport. Okay.
All right.
Uh-huh. All right. We're moving on. We get
I fit talk.
let's say Ngwanu Uncle Talk abeg. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam. Oh, good evening, everyone. Oh. I just want I want ask one question, but before I ask that question, I want try capture what I don't feel experience as this session they go on, because this session they teach us something very important for all pioneers, because all pioneers they part of this revolution. And now I know to say, based on the atmosphere, sometimes it's so easy to express or pushing English because we know so people they listen to us, the audience they ground. Sometimes psychology won't prompt us to uh, do formats more and mix everything and all that, because so it's just a we dey struggle with some habits wey we don't master. We don't master this habit. Say when we dey in a space where plenty people dey, when we wan address plenty people, we go dey formal, and to dey formal mean say English must to dey. Say we must speak in this kind way, in this kind way. I know say even as a listener sef, I dey struggle to align my experience, to feel, to connect fully with how the session dey go, because e don dey used to us somehow, one way or the other, in small way. Say for this kind session, uh, make we dey a bit formal, make we dey speak English small. So na challenge when we dey challenge ourselves also to learn new thing, which dey part of wetin revolution dey all about. As Pi Network dey challenge things wey don dey before, dey change them. The same way this session when we just listen to now with Official, when don't scatter everything for grand. It don't they challenge us also to master how we go to express ourselves with Pidgin English. I don't know who talk say when he raise up hand and they can't give him microphone. Before he asks what he want ask, he mom will say, how I want to ask this question for Pidgin English like this. I laugh because we dey challenge ourselves, we dey revolutionize ourselves to change. And this one they also tell me say we get work as Nigerian pioneers, because Pi Network go now to reach the everyday people. And who Pi Network go use say reach the everyday people? Now us wey sabi the things more. So if we no even feel challenge ourselves to learn that language, where those people when they grassroots go feel understand. If we ourselves they find out, they find the thing not too day easy, a bit uncomfortable to talk within ourselves, how we want to express and give those everyday people. So this session just teach me say we need to even put more effort to do this kind of thing, so that it go master us, so that those people when we won't go street go help, we go feel help them with the language where they feel understand. So I just want to capture that waiting this session just teach me now for this past 1 hour where I listen. The hosts, Madam Kindness and Ofejiro Baba. Now you, I dey feel all through the talk since. Then my question, when you talk about say when we value our pie well, we know say Pi Network say the pie where we dey get, they pay us for our time and attention. Now, for people wey know, for pioneers wey know they value their pie, it means say they know they value their time. And I trust that's something where so many people don't observe. We just dey spend 5 seconds, they click on. We not say value fit dey inside. We don't know the value of time. We don't know say that time when we get now our greatest asset. So, Official, where do you get to talk about pioneers where know they value pie because say they know they value time? Why we know they feel value our time, and how you we go feel make people when they grassroots understand say, see this now the value when time gets, when make we value them. If we value our time, we go understand why Pi they pay us with time, pay us Pi for our time.
Thank you very much. Mr. Abbott, are you there?
Yes, I did. I don't hear all with our Oga Woody don't talk. And this one a very interesting question. The truth I be saying, based on the part of the world where we dey, we know the value time. And the funny thing about this time matter na be say, once you don't spend 2 seconds, that 2 seconds don't go. You use your 5 minutes anyhow, you don't waste am, and you no go fit duplicate am, just as the cryptocurrency itself. Our youth for Nigeria no dey value their time. Na im make dem dey enter street, you go see some go dey for street dey wait for somebody wey dem wan obtain for hours. In fact, for the whole day dem fit no see, and if dem manage see one, dem go obtain finish, dem go go sell whatever dem get for cheap money. Dat time wey you get, wey you for use take improve yourself, find a better thing to do, you go waste am dey do nothing. Time na be our greatest asset. Time na be the measurement for everything. For places like Europe, dem dey pay people per time for their work, no be per their work, na per the time wey dem spend to take do the work. But for here, we no dey pay people per time, we dey pay people per the work wey dem do, which is very, very wrong. So many people no dey value Pi because the time, the work effort to take get the Pi, e no really hard. But na the time wey you take dey mind the Pi na really count, and the belief wey you get in the project, the support wey you support am na count. In fact, na the time wey you that time, that small time wey you take push that button, show say you value the thing and you give out that small time. And na that time wey you put in, na dem dey value. We suppose dey value our time like gold, because the time wey we get, e dey limited. And anyhow you use your time, whether you use am for good or you use am for bad, e don pass, e don pass. The time wey e remain dey always dey shorter than the time wey we don spend. So I feel like na the answer to that question be that. If anybody get any addition, you fit add.
Thank you so very much. I remember Cross asked one question about how people wey wan do sell their goods and services wan integrate into the Pi ecosystem without government disturbing them. Uncle Vindi, are you around? You dey ground? You fit talk into that for make I no forget, abeg.
Hey,
I greet you, sir.
hey, country people, una good evening, oh. Una good evening, country people. I dey thank una honestly. I dey thank Pi Revolution for this ogbonge section. I dey thank Anti-Kindness, and I dey thank my brother Emmanuel. Una don make me dey go find how I go take begin dey speak broken this evening, but God dey sha.
You don't
Oh
speak
God,
and finish.
I don't even know how I want to take that myself. The thing, he don't tie gele. Anyway, country people, my name na Vindicated Chede. Na me and Pi Hub dey. Pi Hub na our own ogbonge company wey wan help make Pi Network go global. Pi Network be like Jumia, they be like Kunga, understand? They be like Amazon. But the thing be say, waiting Pi Hub they accept na Pi. We know they accept money. We know they accept naira. We know they accept dollar. For now, for the enclosed mainnet, waiting we they accept na Pi. And the reason why we dey accept Pi be say we want make this Pi go global. We want make everybody start to dey use this Pi. Now why Pi Hub dey here? Now why Pi Hub dey? So if you want become part of Pi Hub, or maybe you get anything where you want sell and you want accept Pi, you feel come. If you no get my number, or maybe you no fit talk to me for DM, you feel go for our Facebook channel or our Twitter channel anywhere, or you fit go for our site, go register as a vendor. Vendor na people where they offer goods and services. Ijo as one
We
here.
dey sell.
Where they
We dey sell something.
Hey, broken
We
no be
dey
your
there.
mate. Oh. Broken no be your mate. Okay, so now what you be? So you go register for vendor. You go fill your necessary information wey you suppose fill because we go wan know say say people go dey talk am for mouth say I fit accept pie, I fit accept pie. We know say you fit accept pie. Now when e start, you fit do am because e get many people wey don come say we wan accept her, we wan be vendor. Oya now, where is your name? Show us the necessary document wey wan show us say you dey ready. Then go run away. So when you register for the vendor, we go give you things wey you go fail, wey go show say yes, say you dey serious for this thing. When you don complete the stage, we go give you certificate. Automatically, you don become Pi Hub vendor. When it starts, all you need to do na to showcase your goods for our platform, and that is how e be. Now, this thing wey my brother Emmanuel dey talk, this thing wey Emmanuel dey talk na like wetin people dey charge money. This thing na seminar wey we say if no be say as our country people dey, this thing na money. We suppose pay money come lis ten to this thing because this thing na wetin go help us. Now, we gats understand that this thing wey Emmanuel dey talk, e don cool down, explain everything to us the way we go take understand am. Now, it is left for us to go back to the Pi roadmap, take our time, read them. Time is money. Time is valuable. You go see, say all these questions that people they ask now. The question when they ask, we say they never cool down, read waiting they there. They never cool down. But if you cool down, cooler your body, zero your mind, read the roadmap, you go understand. Say this thing what these people they do. Say it no be today they start them. And they tell people say now when Bitcoin starts, Pi network starts. Nicholas, where they create Pi network, no be small pikin him be for this matter. He don't raw he for this matter. He don't dey. He don't take time, plan him, think him, see how he want this, he want may it be. So this thing called Pi, no be today it starts. And no be saying na something wey be say I dey hear when person talk say in go buy everybody pie. Omo, you know easy o. You know if you do am, you know go do am because if you want do am, then be say pie no make sense now. You know they possible for you to buy everybody pie. You know they possible. So if your earning team they no understand, the fault is from you because now you will tell them make them join pie. You know how you take tell them make they take join pie. And they tell people say now what you tell people then go no. If you tell people say make you join by December you go cash out. December don't go they no cash out too. Now be say they no go believe anything when you tell them. Now be say you don't like give them. You don't like give them. So now waiting you know, you go tell them. If you cooler your mind, if you cool body, explain this thing to people where they take understand. Tell them, say, see how this thing they be. If you don't know too much, tell them, say, I beg, I don't know this thing, no, but you get person way no. Come see them. No be about any team, oh. So if you're eating no understand pie, now your hand the day. Now you I go blame. Now you I go hold responsible, say now you cause them. Say you dey explain to them, say no. Now you will cause them. So may you cool down, oh, go find how you want to talk to them so that they go understand. So before I go, are they wish Pi Revolution good luck for waiting they want do tomorrow. Omo this thing we una want do, una go think say na small thing, no. Omo the thing don't open eye oh, because I dey see people don't they tell me Vin when we go do for Enugu. You understand? This thing no easy. So I know say there are many things we una they pass through. You know there are many challenges, but I go there tomorrow. I go dey wish you now well. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you. We Oceano, you can speak, please.
Hello, na good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, so I want thank una for this work wey una dey do, wey una dey take una time, take dey sensitize and enligh pioneers for this group. I must say na good work una start so. and we the pioneer we dey learn a lot, and we still dey guide ourselves more, and we still see ourselves here as we dey follow up here. We still dey see ourselves as mentor when go fit still educate the upcoming ones, especially to the grassroots. So I thank una well well. So e get question when person ask, because I don first think about that thing before, and I say I go ask, but at times e no go come my head, but maybe at times because of some discussion I no fit remember. And so thank God person throw light on the thing this evening concerning this. If we look, as I dey talk before, our most of our pioneer, I feel say some go understand about pi, how to use am, but we know say many of them still get this mentality when be say they like fiat currency, like they like to change crypto to money. When be say they will give you excuse say, this thing we no know if they will accept crypto, because if I go market now, I want go buy garri, buy some commodity. We know say all those kind of people no fit accept a cryptocurrency. They believe on fiat. So many reasons dey why I dey see some pioneers, they still dey get that mentality and the kind of country when we dey due to our government wahala for cryptocurrency. I want say there's a market people, apart from all those ones when they deal on products and goods, like all these market people when they sell commodity, when they say now even be the common things when people they buy, like people when they go market, they want go buy some small things, and we know say those people they never know anything about this thing, and even if they want explain am to them, e go take some time before they go understand, because many of them never hear about the thing before. Even some when go hear, they never go into the thing, and it will take them time to understand and to do am practically, because anything about blockchain technology, e dey technical well well, when be say even the expert when they still dey learn, dey add more, because new things dey join. They still dey learn more till e no get limit. So concerning this talking, na make me dey talk all these things, because whereby market people when be say they sell something now, we know say those people believe on fiat currency, and they know say if they sell their goods, and they go dey look for way to restock am back. That is for people when be say they go even accept the pie to sell their small goods, and they more concerned on how to restock their goods, on which they need something like physical fiat currency to buy all those things from either rural area, because those one now they no go easily adapt to this system when we dey talk about now. So like for those marketplaces where they don set up, I think for like people wey be say e for easy for them to dey buy from those exchanges to restock, since those one go dey accept buy, when them go sell to customers, they go easily go back to exchanges, go pay with buy, restock their goods. And me know say all this market exchange, so they go need enough support apart from registering vendors under them, because people will need delivery to their destinations, especially those ones dey far from place like Lagos, where mostly these market exchanges go dey. So whereby person go order for something, e go need delivering, I mean, as in the delivery services to deliver am to a destination. So all those things they give me some concern, And thank God, Percy asked her this evening, the tea come to me. So that's why I did bring this question again. I want
Okay.
me, Mr. Kidi, Albert, and you may not throw light about this thing so that people when they here mostly learn something, mostly understand how this thing want to work. Thank you. Now my question with that.
And we say we go reschedule this your question actually because say this our program we just manage say we say now only 1 hour and now we don't pass 1 hour 20 something minutes already. So maybe we'll go reschedule
Now
do
true.
another topic. But me I believe say if
Don't
we get to that bridge we'll cross am. Now KYC bridge we
we
dey now.
cross and now true.
So now may we
Now
cross
so
KYC bridge first. Every other bridge will be
now so
crossed. Thank you
that's
very much.
that's all right. Thank
So
you.
So on this note, we
Automatically,
want
I
to tell
salute
everybody, we
you.
want to greet everybody who come to this program, especially Mr. Albert. Thank you so very much. Me personally, I appreciate the way you just dey wrap the pigeon, the thing just dey enter well, well. Thank you very, very much. So for plenty other people where they raise hand, I beg, we go do part 2. In fact, this one don't turn to series. We will
So
continue to do this program in Pidgin because me, I feel say in the grand scheme of things, now Pidgin, everybody go understand well. So the message go enter well. So we go do another series to continue it and explain as Pioneer bring information, we go break them down again for Pidgin, make everybody they understand them. So thank you so very much, everyone. And now don't forget tomorrow for those of us wey dey Lagos. If you no dey Bariga CNC primary school for Bariga by 4 o'clock tomorrow, you are very wrong. So all those your questions now, get the stock question, KYC, you dey Lagos, you go hold Uncle Woody for trouser, him go explain the whole thing give you. Then all those people wey get services wey they wan render, all those people wey get goods wey they wan sell but they no fit register, they no understand wetin Mr. Vin dey talk for here. Go there tomorrow, you go hear the information. So on this note, we won't call it a night.
Before we close, I beg, I would like to say something.
Oh yeah, no, thank you.
This one at the director program, like make bring that section of wetin I wan do tomorrow come Port Harcourt because I no go fit dey the life. I want experience of life. I don't fit go Lagos for now because of my business and lack of funds. So I dey look forward to the time wey una go bring am close to where I dey, maybe Port Harcourt or Delta.
About that one, Pejiro.
Yes.
So, well, different things that we just on talking for couple yet when we never confirm, but many people that was so that we go bring approach to different states, but um, make we see how God go bless tomorrow. Depends on tomorrow. Tomorrow, this na the first time I want to do this kind of thing. First time I won't happen for Nigeria. So we'll see how it goes. But I want just I don't know if any of them did yet, but some pioneers they actually travel from Ono State, from Taraba, from Enugu, from Port Harcourt, from Edo. Which one again? Now I think that's the only ones I remember. But they want to appreciate them for their special braveness to come all the way tomorrow. And but see how God will bless them when we go take the revolution in different creative manners to the whole country.
On this note, we want sign out. So all these hands why they up, my knee they up for ground they beg. Because time don't go. We still go run another package somewhere. So another show they come up, we'll still continue this and then use Pidgin to explain to our friends so that we can carry and go meet all those people, like Mr. Siano said, explain to them so that they can mine pie and they can accept pie for their commodities where they sell. So thank you so much for having me. My name remains kindness, and I'm saying good night to all of you.